What's up, gang? This is Higa, and today on Big on the Basics, we're gonna learn how to flip a tire. A tire is a great way to build work capacity, in my opinion. It is found in most strongman events, but if you're also just an athlete that wants to work on your conditioning, you definitely want to add it in. First of all, how do I get a giant tire? Most tire companies will have to dispose of a tire if they can't sell it, even if it's used. So they will gladly give you a tire for free, because when they have to dispose of the tire, they actually have to pay for it to dispose it, to shred it up and stuff. You can't just throw that in a landfill. So I've gotten a lot of tires at my gym for free from tire companies. So if you need a good tire, you definitely want to test one and find a weight that works best for you. Obviously, for a heavyweight competitor, something between 600 or 700 pounds, I think, is a good tire for a heavyweight guy. If you're a lighter person, you want to get something a little bit lighter, obviously. The other thing to remember this too is when you're selecting a tire for your gym, a radial tire is much more heavy than a non-radial tire. So just because a tire looks skinnier than a big tire, it might not necessarily mean that it's lighter. The skinnier tire could be a radial, and having all those steel plies will add a big amount of weight. First of all, number one mistake that people will do when they flip a tire is they try to bicep curl or deadlift a tire. If this was a super heavy, like say 700-pound tire, I don't want to get to the tire here and try to lift it up and have all that stress on my biceps. I'm not trying to bicep curl a 700-pound tire for reps. That can really lead to injury, and we don't want that happening. Instead, if you can, try to back away from the tire, get your chest into it, kind of like in a football lineman position. And if you notice, I'm actually going to drive my chest and my hips up and forward to get the tire started. So a big key in starting the tire flip is to create that explosiveness off of the ground. Again, don't bicep curl the tire. Stay on your toes. I'm not on my heels. I'm on the balls of my feet, in athletic position, driving my chest up, and I want to get it up as high as I can so I can do this. Get it up to the transition point. This transition point right here is the key, because if I get it high enough, yeah, it's a heavy tire, but I have a good base and leverage where I can still hold it in this position and it's not going to fall down on me. If the tire is here, obviously that makes it much more heavier, but if I can pop it up high enough to catch it here, I'll be able to press it and step in really easily. If you have a tire flip in your contest, do not let the tire just drop down on the ground when you're done flipping it. What do I mean by that? I see a lot of people, when they go and flip the tire, they get it up to here and they just let it fall. I want you to go and flip that tire, and when you get to your transition point, step in and push that tire as far as you can. You'd really be surprised. You probably get almost a foot of the tire landing and going forward. Why? Why should I do that, Higa? Because when you do that over a 100-foot course, that extra foot on every flip is probably going to end up being one whole tire length in order for you to finish the contest, okay? So I've seen this happen in a lot of contests. A lot of people will end up just flipping it, letting it drop, walk up, flip, letting it drop, and it ends up being one tire flip short at the finish line. Why not take full advantage of trying to get the most distance that you can and push that tire as far as you can forward to flip it one less time? All right, so what kind of footwear should you use for a tire flip? Gang, you definitely don't want to be using your squat shoes or weightlifting shoes, okay? These are not safe for flipping a 700-pound tire or more on the asphalt, okay? So what I like to do is I like to use either some tennis shoes, or I'll just use like my Reebok flats. Chuck Taylor's work as well too. I think you just need a shoe that you can get good traction, but also have good flexion of your ankles. But traction is important. Your squat shoe or weightlifting shoe will not work, especially if the asphalt is a little damp. You don't want to be sliding and getting injured. So here's a little more advanced exercise you can do with your tire flip. This will work on your hip explosiveness. Sometimes I'll do this. I'll do a box jump onto the tire, hop back down, and then flip the tire. Trust me, if you do this for 8 to 10 reps, this will get really nasty really fast. Hey, I hope you found this tire flipping tutorial helpful. For more strongman training videos, click on the link here for Big on the Basics by Animal Pack. This is HIGAMONSTER. Shut up and train.